don't know what you're looking at.
What's driving that thing? It's not a space alien.
Aliens. It's unidentified.
Just a review real quick. Last couple episodes, 2 episodes ago when I was solo, Basil, I'm going to catch you up as well real quick. We covered that Politico article with the headline, "The UFO briefings on Capitol Hill have begun. Lawmakers aren't impressed." And we highlighted the fact that basically they're saying, yeah, we don't want more reports. We get it. We got a lot of reports. We need more about their existence. Like, where are they from?
Right.
Like, what's the... So that was a big thing. And then, of course, the NDAA and the creation of the Anomaly Surveillance and Resolution Office, which is more bureaucracy. And then we, in the last episode, covered how some scientists, most notably here, Lynn Rothschild, NASA's Ames Research Center astrobiologist, basically suggesting alongside Eric Kirschenbaum, a zoologist from University of Cambridge, saying that NASA needs to redefine the definition of life, and they're appealing to Jacques Vallée's interdimensional hypothesis that aliens aren't, flesh and bone like we are. They're interdimensional.
We're thinking too small.
Yes. How dare you define life the way we are? So that leads us to this story from the New York Post. Congress set to hold first U.S. hearing on UFOs in half century. It's happening.
Where were all these other hearings happening? I thought that was happening in Congress.
No, they mentioned it here.
I'm sorry.
A House subcommittee is set to hear out of this world testimony next week as federal lawmakers hold the first open congressional hearing on UFOs since 1970. The top defense intelligence officials were slated to answer questions from the House Intelligence Committee subcommittee on counterterrorism, counterintelligence, and counterproliferation on Tuesday's hearing, according to the New York Times. I love this right here. Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle were hopeful that the new hearing would lead to improved national security and possibly a greater understanding of the universe.
Oh, good. Just what our government tends to focus on.
I know.
The big
I love
questions.
I love that. These lawmakers are sort of, everything's being presented in the context of government and law, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, it helps us greater understanding of the universe. It's the red pill moment for the lawmakers. The purpose of this event was to shed light on, quote, one of the great mysteries of our time and to break the cycle of excessive secrecy and speculation with truth and transparency, end quote. Rep. Adam Schiff, a California Democrat who chairs the House Intelligence Committee, reportedly said. Adam Schiff.
Adam Schiff,
yeah,
huh?
Think about the context of, his involvement in the last few years and the Trump drama and all that kind of stuff, the Russia stuff.
Wasn't Adam wait, I might be thinking of somebody else. Is Adam Schiff the one who's a big cannabis activist as well?
I don't remember. I don't know if that's the case.
I'm going to look that up real quick.
Yeah,
you
look that up. This is a quote. This may be the very thing that brings Democrats and Republicans together, at least for an hour or two, said Subcommittee Chair Rep. Andre Carson, an Indiana Democrat, according to the article. The hearing comes on the heels of an intelligence report on unexplained aerial phenomena that was delivered to Congress last summer. We covered some of that information already. The report found that the vast majority of the 144 incidents reviewed by intelligence officials over the last 2 decades could not be explained. 144. Little signaling there, maybe?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The explanation means that the military eyewitnesses who encountered UFOs on an almost daily basis off the coast of California in 2017 and the footage that was verified by defense officials were not seeing programs the U.S. meant to keep secret. Some of the unidentified flying objects seen by military personnel traveled at a speed of 43,200 miles, 43200. If you collapse that number, it's you get the number 9, 9, the perpetual motion number. Remember that?
Okay.
Vindicated whistleblowing ex-intelligence officer for the U.S. Department of Defense told the Post. Yeah, this is directly from the DOD. The congressional report did not conclude if the UFOs were extraterrestrial or the work of countries like Russia or China, but said most of the report phenomena do represent physical objects of unknown origin. So, they're really kind of just repeating this stuff. And here's where you were asking about the history of this, Basil. It will be the first time Congress has taken up the issue in more than a half century. In the late 60s, House Minority Leader Gerald Ford spearheaded a pair of hearings on UFO sightings, which the Air Force dismissed as swamp gas. That's where that comes from. The whole UFO thing, swamp dust. Military leaders.
So I think what I was getting it confused with was I thought they had been holding hearings in Congress, but these were just the reports. I was thinking, in the past couple of years, they've been, addressing these reports in Congress.
Yes,
but I guess that's what they're tired of. They want a hearing,
they want
baby.
More. They want
Hear
more.
me.
Military leaders concluded that UFOs had never threatened national security, said there was no evidence they were from outer space. Okay. And declined to investigate further, according to the paper. Never threatened national security, which means, it presumes it assumes their existence. It presupposes their existence. Like,
right.
Yeah,
they're either
they exist,
friendly.
but they've never, yeah.
They're friendly or they're ours.
Or they're ours, yes.
Yeah.
Said there was no evidence they're from outer space, which is like, they are from outer space? They? Okay, all right. So they exist, and they're not from outer space, which, again, aligns with this narrative building, which I admit
either
would be
they're
challenging.
Interdimensional,
yeah,
or they're ours.
Right. Or we created them in a lab, yeah.
Right.
So there you go. I mean, this is going to be a continued sort of soft disclosure, or slow disclosure, I would say. It's not necessarily soft. And
no.
It just seeing all the politicians get involved, like Adam Schiff talking about all of this is quite remarkable. And given the direction that I feel like they're trying to take it, it's just fascinating to track. And people were upset. Like I saw on social media, like, "Oh, who cares about we're really talking about UFOs right now and Ukraine and the virus." And people are like, "Why are we even talking about this?" But I think it's because, again, a lot of shifting going on, a lot of reset taking place.
Atom shifting.
There you go. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
It's all connected.
Can I lay out a possibility?
Yeah, of course.
Ukraine. Mm-hmm. We're going to hear just in a moment about the nuclear possibilities in that conflict. What a wonderful moment to disclose the UFO reality.
Right.
In that, perhaps there's a nuclear threat
and
on
somebody
Ukraine.
Can save us.
The
they
UFOs
can come
show up.
It.
In their classic fashion to stop a nuclear disaster. And boom, you can wrap up Ukraine, Russia, nukes, and UFOs all in one go. The aliens helped us stop World War III and nuclear destruction. And boom, we move into the golden age of Aquarius or whatever.
Which will be the but the thing is, once they start murdering people who declare Jesus Christ as Lord, then we'll know, hey, I think this was written about in the Bible.
Those aliens will come down and they'll say, "Yeah, no, we're here to save you. We seeded your planet. We've been watching over you.
Yeah,
and Christians are the bad guys. So go get them.
Go get them. Go slaughter them."